guys, so I feel like hi guys just isn't me, but I don't know what else to say. Hi all. I think hi guys is, I'll work on it. So firstly, I might as well introduce myself. For anyone new, I am Maya. I am terrible at being consistent on YouTube. However, I am definitely consistent on Instagram. It's where I post a lot of the time. All my social media is at Maya Kipping, which I will add a link below, but please feel free to like and subscribe because I am going to be consistent on here. Now that I'm consistent on one platform, we're gonna push it to two, which sounds completely crazy considering next month I'm literally going into a social media management job, but weirdly I'm better at managing other people's social media that I forget about mine. So here we are, trying to get mine going again. But yeah, so for those returning, thanks for being patient with me. Thanks for sticking it out for the long-term, I don't want to say fans, like my community, my people. I thought I would share with you today my tips for working from home. There is a storm at the minute in the UK, so if you hear the wind, pray for me. Before I was on set or was lucky enough to go into the office, I haven't been working from home too much, but this week, these last few weeks, have been working from home, and I've definitely noticed some things that work better for my productivity and some things that really don't. Tip number one, I would say, is to have a morning routine. So getting ready as if you're going into the office or wherever you work. So I end up waking up to an alarm. My body's starting to get used to like the set time that I'm supposed to wake up, thankfully. And I wake up, have a shower, brush my teeth, do my hair, like wear clothes that I would wear to the office instead of like loungewear. I mean, obviously if you feel comfortable in loungewear, feel free, but I know I'm not as productive when I'm wearing trackies. It's like a weird psychology thing. So I know that I wear stuff that I would wear in the office while I'm working, so that I'm in that mindset, that frame of mind. And I start with a coffee or a hot lemon water. I definitely think it makes a difference having like that set routine in the morning. It just like gets me ready for the day and makes me feel like I'm still working. Like even though I'm at home, I'm working. Tip number two, I would say, is make sure you have a set workstation. And I understand that some people would like don't have loads of space or you just have a room, but if you can avoid it being on your bed, then please do. It just makes a difference in terms of trying to sleep and separating yourself from relaxation area and work area. That way when you literally get to your desk, your table, wherever you're working, your mind knows that once you go to that place you are working, like you are in the mindset to work, rather than on your bed. If you'll notice, if you work on your bed, you actually later on will struggle to fall asleep because your mind is sort of programmed to then work there, and it confuses it to then try and relax. It's quite hard to do both in one space. So I would say even if it's just like inches away, just try to move your space so that it's away from your relaxation area. Tip number three, tidy space, tidy mind. I recently sorted out my house, like fully sorted it out, cleared it out, cleaned it, and it made a world of difference. I'm actually using my desk now, which I wasn't before. I was literally using it as like another surface to put stuff on. But it's nice to have my desk area being used instead of me just sitting in my bed and working, because that was me. So it's nice to have that separation. Tip number four is, I mean, this is personal to me. I mean, whether it's online or a physical planner, always having a planner. Like, I have an old school planner because I have a bullet journal, just because I find it more therapeutic, and it sinks in better when I'm actually physically writing. Plus I'm quite creative, so I quite like putting pictures from different magazines and stuff in there, and I can throw my ideas all in one place, especially with projects, etc. But I definitely think I will be using Google Calendar again to time block, especially when I start my social media work. And now that I'm going to be focusing on building my social media, I want to be making sure I dedicate time to filming and editing and planning more, because there's 24 hours in the day, and you know what, like realistically I could be doing so much with less time than what I'm doing at the minute. I procrastinate, and that is simply because I'm at home. The comfort of home, I end up eating or doing something else or watching something. So I am going to be using Google Calendars to time block again, which I used to do, which is very effective because you realise like things only take 10-20 minutes for some things, and some things that are going to take an hour, you can block out that time, and you realise like an 8-hour day is just so unnecessary sometimes. I only whisper that because if anyone from work is watching, it's necessary, but like just in terms of productivity, you can get so much more done than you realise in such a short amount of time. My next tip would be to make sure you take breaks. I am awful at this. Because you're at home and the comfort of your home, it's really hard to remember to take breaks. So like I was saying in the scheduling, I'm going to be making sure that I'm going to schedule breaks. We have a set, so where I'm working at the minute, we have a set lunch break. So it's easy to remember that, you know, you're sat at a desk still, and when you're in the office it's like easier because other people take a break, so you can naturally take a break, whether it's to get a coffee, etc. But because it's like right there, like literally my coffee machine, this is what my camera's balancing on, my coffee machine that is on my desk. So I don't really have to walk far to get my coffee. Well, I don't have to walk at all, but I just think it's so important to like still go outside. Like I've had days before where I just haven't left the house at all. So I think it's important to make sure you take that break because your body needs it, your mind needs it. Even if that's just sat for a moment, like not at your desk, or like doing a little lap, a little walk around, a little workout, whatever you want to do, but just making sure you have that break because it's so necessary. I am awful at this. I completely forget, but I am going to start getting in the habit of doing it. I hope these tips are useful for you. I always like have my notebook. I will share where my bullet journal is from in the link below, in the description below, sorry. Because it's beautiful and it's got my name on it because I can personalise it. It is a little bit on the pricier side. You can get cheap bullet journals just off Amazon, or like Flying Tiger, but I just love this one. Like I'm looking at it every day and the majority of the day, so I wanted one that was a bit prettier this year. It will probably cover me for a few months. It's covered me January and February so far, but I feel like it's going to last me until maybe April, and then I'll need a new planner, just because I'm going to be putting so much stuff in there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and click the bell notification because I will be posting more. I've got a few video ideas lined up for you guys, and yeah, thank you for coming back, or for the newbies for joining me today, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!